our longest trusted English newspaper since 1898. Now available digitally. Computer. Order the Manila Times Digital Edition. Subscribed. Get the Manila Times Digital Edition for less than 2 pesos and 50 centavos per day when you sign up for 1 year. The Manila Times, news source of choice, trusted since 1898.
Good day. Here are the stories for the Manila Times for Friday, May 20, 2022. The Supreme Court on Thursday refused to issue a ruling on a petition questioning the decision of the Commission on Elections to dismiss a case to cancel the certificate of canvass of President-elect Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Instead of issuing a restraining order or injunction, the court released a press statement on its decision to give the COMELEC, the Senate, and the House of Representatives 15 days within which to comment on the petition filed by a group led by Father Christian Buenafe. The Senate and the House expect to start canvassing the votes for President and Vice President on May 25, the final phase before the winners are officially proclaimed. That means the lawyers have enough time to proceed with the canvassing and proclamation before submitting a comment to the Supreme Court. About 43% or 10.9 million Filipino families consider themselves poor, the April survey of the social weather stations showed. The figure is 6% lower than in the first quarter of 2021 when 49% rated themselves as poor. The survey found that of the families who see themselves as poor, 6.1% are newly poor or who were non-poor 1 to 4 years ago, or 1.5 billion families, 4.5% who were usually poor or were non-poor 5 or more years ago, and 32% have always been poor or have never experienced being non-poor. An infectious disease specialist warned that the local transmission of the B.1.2.1 sublineage of the Omicron variant could trigger a surge, especially in areas where vaccination coverage is poor. The Philippines has detected 17 B.2.1.2.1 cases from samples coming from the National Capital Region, Iloilo, and Palawan. In a briefing on Thursday, Dr. Ronjin Solante, head of the Adult Infectious Diseases and Tropical Medicine section at the San Lazaro Hospital, said he expects more than 500 BA.2.1.2.1 infections in places where the number of vaccinated individuals is low. Health Undersecretary and National Vaccination Operations Center Chief Mirna Cabotaje said, a surge is most likely in Quezon, Masbate, and Palawan in southern Luzon, and the regions of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, Central Luzon, Central Visayas, and the Soxargen regions. Solante said even if there is a surge in BA.2.1.2.1 cases, he does not expect hospital admissions to go up as the sublineage, like the main Omicron variant, generally causes only mild infection. He calls for more surveillance testing, especially among symptomatics and their close contacts, to determine whether the variant has spread beyond the areas where it was first detected. A bowler and the women's esports team added to the Philippine gold medal haul on Thursday in the 31st Southeast Asian Games in Vietnam. The 2 gold medals, however, were not enough to prevent the country from relinquishing 3rd place in the medal standings to Indonesia. Merwin Tan came up with another brilliant performance to lead the men's bowling team of 4 to victory. Tan, who was crowned singles champion 3 days ago, submitted the day's best score of 14-11 pinfalls for a 6-game average of 235.17 as the Philippines finished with a total of 5,275 pinfalls in the tournament held at the Royal City Hanoi Bowling Center. Christian Dichanco scored 1377 and an average of 229.5, including a tournament-high 278 in the 6th and final game, while Ivan Dominic Malig turned in 1285 pinfalls for an average of 214.17. Patrick Neil Nuki tallied 1202 for an average of 200.33. Malaysia took the silver with 5,161 pinfalls and Singapore the bronze with 4,963. Indonesia finished 4th, followed by Thailand and Vietnam. The Philippine Coast Guard on Thursday confirmed the increasing presence of Filipino fishermen on Pag-asa Island a year after the country lodged a diplomatic protest against China and demanded its withdrawal from the area. Coast Guard Commandant Admiral Artemio Abu said the PCG fleet that installed the 5 30-foot-long navigational buoys in 4 critical islands in the West Philippine Sea from May 12 to 14 monitored around 25 Filipino fishing boats on Pag-asa Island. Abu said that the significant increase of Filipino fishermen in the West Philippine Sea proves that the PCG's intensified presence boosts their confidence and makes them feel safe and protected while fishing in these waters. Over to business. to combat rising consumer prices, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas began adjusting its monetary policy settings on Thursday, as predicted, by lifting its key policy rates for the first time in 3 years. The Policy-Making Monetary Board increased the central bank's overnight borrowing, lending, and deposit rates by 25 basis points to 2.25%, 1.75%, and 2.75% respectively, effective today. The BSP's interest rates were last raised on November 15, 2018, when the monetary authorities agreed to hike the overnight reverse repurchase facility by 25 BPS to 4.75%. Rigoberto Tiglao and Stephen KUWTT are today's front page columnists. Tiglao believes it's the end of what he thinks as a pink-yellow movement, while KUWTT discusses issues and opportunities with energy and minerals. Today's editorial calls on President-elect Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. to learn to walk tightrope. Read a full version on the paper's opinion section or listen to the voice of the Times. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and keep up with the Times. On behalf of the Manila Times, this is Arik John Seco reporting. Have a safe Friday ahead.